So what was that about the gravity? So it would suck in the center, you said?
Center of gravity would be in the center of the disk, which would cause you to basically be stuck there.
In the center.
They believe all the continents are right in the center of the disk, so center of gravity. But the further that you went out to the edge of the disk, everything would be leaning in towards the center, so you would be leaning and walking, or all the trees and plants would be growing at an angle facing the center. And then if further you went out, you would just basically collapse
because there's no pressure.
There's no pressure out there, and you wouldn't be able to go out there because you would just stuck. You would not be able to go out there. And then also, if the gravity was in the center of the earth like it would be, all the ocean waters would be pulled to the center where the continents are, so there would be no continents. It would be one big flat ocean.
It'd be flat ocean.
We wouldn't have any land mass.
Right.
And then also there's only so much that gravity can hold, which is why a lot of the mountains and islands are sinking, is because they collect so much mass, and then that mass just becomes so dense that it can't stay up anymore. It can't float. It can't anything really, so it just collapses and just melts into the ocean. And that's what would happen with all the gravities localized
in the center.
In the center. It would just kind of just pull everything in.
Like a black hole.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
it would probably just like crush and crumble and dissolve and be nothing. So, yeah. At least that's what I got from one video. I don't know a lot about it. Gravity's still a mystery, but as far as what we know about gravity and how it would work on a flat mass. Well, here's another thing. If you had a flat mass to begin with, and you have gravity, it would eventually turn into a sphere. So,
right. Because everything tends to go into a sphere. Water does.
That's how gravity works. Is it pulls equally on all corners and just contracts into a sphere.
That's what
it doesn't go into a pancake.
Right. That's what Stuart was saying. That's exactly what he was saying. He's saying everything pulls together in the pressure. Makes a sphere.
Yeah. That's why evolutionists believe that's how the planets were formed, is because they know how gravity works, and that's why everything's spherical in our solar system, is because, I mean, evolutionists even believe this, that everything cannot be flat in space. There's nothing flat in space, because that's not how gravity works. So, even if you're...
Wouldn't that be like similar to like water in even things we can do now? You put droplets and everything would
water.
Go, if it was suspended somehow, it would always end up being a sphere. You would never see a flat anything. So why would it be so? What I don't understand is why somebody would believe that he made Earth somehow operate different than everything else.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Well, they also believe they're the center of the universe, so they're very self-centered people, I think. Well, they're going back to before Galileo, so they think everything revolves around us. The sun, the moon, everything, and they think that we're stationary. So, but we weren't created like that. We were created to revolve around the sun and not have everything revolve around us.
Right. Interesting.
Plus, it's just stupid to look out in the world and the solar system and see everything spherical, and then have the Earth just assume that there's this flat mass right in the middle of it all.
Right. And it just, that black hole idea is kind of tripping me out here. So in the middle of it all, and there would be a black hole. There is black holes in the middle of, what is it, galaxies?
Yeah, we have black holes in the middle of our galaxy.
Yeah, so is this a black hole? I don't think so.
No, we're on the edge of our galaxy. I don't even know how they deal with galaxies, because they believe everything we see out there is attached to our dome.
I know, right?
I mean, we know that there are galaxies out there, but apparently they think those are...
What are they, photoshopped?
Or something. Even though you can look through your own telescope and see them.
I know, right? So stupid. So stupid. Seems like it's dumbing their nose at everything that he created. And he created a system that works.
It's only the surface.
Yeah.
That is only cosmetic. I mean, if you're a scientist, you look at how things work. You look beneath the hood of the car and you see how he created them. You don't just look at the car and be like, oh, that's a cool car. Whoever made that was a genius. You
even
know,
then,
look inside of the engine and see, oh my gosh.
but even then, you can look with your own eyes and you can see that gravity works. You can see that the Earth is a sphere.
And flat earthers are just completely
And most
shunning that beautiful part of Yahweh's creation.
and based on basically only fear of the government,
Oh
right?
yeah, totally fair.
That's
Trust issues.
with the so they're
They
basing
have.
part of Yah's creation on the government telling us the truth or not.
Yeah.
When in reality,
They're missing out on so
Right.
much beautiful stuff. They're missing out on.
well, they're spreading a lie.
And they're missing out on such beautiful stories. I mean, about all the astronauts and the
I know.
training they went through and the struggles that NASA had at the beginning trying to get someone out there. I mean, and, you know, the
Yeah, but-
eyewitness accounts of how beautiful our Earth is from
Yeah.
afar.
Well, and the thousands and millions of photos that we have from
Apparently they think those are all
Space.
Photoshopped.
it can't possibly be. I mean,
Apparently they think that all the 18,000 employees that only NASA has had, plus not even counting, you know, SpaceX, you know, AMB, you know, the British space agency, every single space agency in the world, which count like what? There's like at least 100 of them, I think, including private ones. They think that every single one of those employees, people that work for those companies, are in on a hoax.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Those people in on the hoax outnumber the people who believe in the hoax. It's ridiculous.
But,
Maybe
you know-
no one squealed in all that time. Seriously.
To understand, to think that the government's lying. Yeah, the government lies to us about a lot of things, but this isn't just a government. This is not just one. This is not just Americans who have been in space.
No, we have Russians on the space agency. We have British astronauts out there. We have, I think a French astronaut is out there.
On
It's
the
not
space
just
station.
America. And NASA did not start out as a government agency.
That's true.
It was a private agency, and
Right.
they just got involved with
Yeah.
government grants and whatnot.
Right. How? Yeah, it is more than stupid.
Oh yeah,
It's a distraction.
it's ridiculous. It is a huge distraction.
What's it a distraction from? What do you think?
I don't know. I read one professor who was saying that people who believe in like mainly conspiracy theories, but mainly flat Earth have issues with what authorities to trust and what authorities not to trust, or like when to be trustworthy and when to be skeptical. And as a believer, that can be very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Meaning,
Well, I mean, like, if you have absolutely no truth, if you just look at all the pictures that NASA has taken and put on the web and all the live footage and say, oh, that's a hoax, you know, then, I mean, anything can be a hoax. I mean, the entire scriptures can be a hoax.
yeah, our very existence could
Our
be a
very
hoax,
existence can be a hoax.
which is part of the
We could
thing.
be living in a,
Right.
you know, some,
Third dimension.
you know, video game. It could be Jumanji for all we know.
Well,
You know,
there's
oh my
a
gosh,
lot
we
of
could be,
people.
like,
Yeah.
hooked up like the Matrix. We could be like, living a lie. You know?
There's a lot of people that believe that.
They're just even stupider.
Yeah. So
It's good to be skeptical.
of certain, to be discerning. You need to be discerning.
Yeah, but not to be like, oh, well, this person lied to me once, so everything that comes out of their mouth is
Right.
false.
That's just that's a really awful way to live.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And when you know, like, you can visually see, that water forms a ball. You can visually see that,
You can see how gravity works.
You can see how gravity works.
You use any part of your small, narrow-minded brain, you can figure it out for yourself. But they absolutely refuse to.
People lost their lives from believing in a spherical Earth back in the day.
They did.
just like people lost their lives here for fighting for freedoms, which we're losing. It's like, I'm just blown away at the level of.
It's not even a conversation I would want to enter into. And if they believe that,
then let them.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is I see
they'll have
is
to face their creator later.
when you believe that, it makes me question that person and their character and their ability to discern between right and
That's why I
wrong.
don't want to enter a conversation with them. It's because, you know what, if you believe in that to begin with, then
Something's wrong in your brain.
you're messed up. You've really messed up.
So do you think there's any hope for a flat earther to come around?
Yeah, no, I totally believe it's their choice to believe this. I think deep down they know it's wrong.
Really?
Yeah, I think really deep down they know it's wrong.
Why do you think they want to believe it?
They want to be different. They want to be that. Well, okay. They think that they're right. They think that they have the eyes to see and that they can see past this conspiracy. They think they're all high and mighty because they are the only ones who know that the government, what they're really up to, or like what government's real
Agenda
motive
is.
towards us is, or agenda is. They can see what NASA's doing.
Right.
What difference would it make? That's my question. What would be the point of NASA and the governments all around the world working together to promote that the Earth was spherical? What would
Yeah,
they
I have no
gain
idea.
from our Earth being spherical as opposed to flat?
I have no idea.
I'm just wondering what they think, flat earthers think, that our government would be gaining from us believing that it's spherical if it actually was flat. Like there's nothing for them to gain.
I have no idea.
Anyway, also another stupid
I
thing.
think it's just a
They
distraction.
flat earthers don't think that we've ever been to space. So, they somehow, okay, that's a good way to say this. I don't even know a good way to say this, but somehow, flat earthers believe that no one has been to space. So technically, there's no one who knows, according to them, whether the Earth is round or flat. So, they're kind of going against their own belief, saying that NASA is promoting a lie, when in actuality, they don't believe that NASA thinks the Earth is round or flat, because they don't know either way, because they've never been to space, supposedly.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, they're like saying NASA promotes it's a sphere because they think it's a sphere.
Oh, okay.
But they make it sound like NASA has been to space. They know it's a sphere. I mean, they know it's flat, but they're coming back to Earth trying to convince us all that it's a sphere.
Oh my gosh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and then the flat earthers who haven't actually been up there are trying to promote. They know it's round, but they're trying to promote it's flat because there's a couple verses in the scriptures that they misinterpret.
Those words do not mean flat. They mean sturdy or unwavering, as in
its course.
Not drifting from its course. Not, and it's poetic. Okay, it's poetic. Yeah, get over that. Too literal. Drives me nuts.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say about this subject? But flat earthers are people too.
I know, but they're stupid people.
I don't get it. It feels like they've invited the darkness in to their world. And then they've turned the light out.
Oh yeah, they turn the light bulb off and they just don't want to turn it on.
Yeah. I feel like they feel they want, I don't know. I feel like they want the inside scoop or secret knowledge or something. And
That's the big thing. Actually, I was reading one professor. That's what he said. They're into the secret knowledge. They tend to believe in other conspiracy theories as well. Because that's just their mind. They want the inside scoop. They want to be that special group of people, psychic people, very much.
Whatever.
as you go down that track, you enter into sun god worship,
Right.
you know, the paganism,
Yeah.
whatever.
Right. I think it's just creepy.
It's very cool. And then you believe in Atlantis, because you believe in the Sun Gate, and you believe in
So there's enough evidence on this planet to prove that it's spherical just by observation and scientific deduction.
but they don't trust science, and they don't believe in it. So,
So how can you even have a conversation with them?
you can't. I
It's
won't have a conversation.
I feel like people have really lost their minds over the course of the last, I don't know how long, but more than normal. Like, they've lost their mind with believing and not being able to be discerning when it comes to conspiracy theories. Because I think there are some conspiracy theories that are true and are coming to fruition right in front of our eyes. You know, the whole vaccine passport crap and all that stuff. The whole vaccine
Nanobots.
passport, yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, it's
There's
real.
some- yeah.
It's real. So there are some things that are real, but there are
But
other
that's
things.
observable.
Yeah, right,
Flat Earth is not observable.
right. But the spherical Earth is. We have a space station out there with astronauts on it right now, sending back live footage 24/7
You can go on YouTube yourself
and watch it. Yeah,
24/7 live stream.
right.
Of course, they think that's all studio filmed, but whatever.
But we have photos from way back in the 60s. 69 is when they went on, or 69, yeah, 69. That was way before Photoshop. And we have friends. I mean, there are people who have friends. Those NASA people are friends with people.